this is Erico. Hope you guys are doing well, because Japan is currently still in mourning, and looking back on the events of the past week or so and how this came out of nowhere, really. It's so random. A lot of stuff that's happens in this world is so random. But Shinzo Abe left this world via bullet to the neck and bullet to the heart. He was giving a speech in a city square, and it was a good amount of people that had gathered around to hear him. He was the former prime minister from 2005 to 2020. That's been about 8 years, and nothing has happened to him. Then all of a sudden, someone gets the courage, the confidence to end this man's life. And many people around the world are shocked, because he was a prime minister that actually cared about strengthening the foreign relationships that Japan had with many other places. But to make Japan better, it was always about thinking about how Japan would go toward the future, and many people loved him. He was very democratic, and everything he did was for Japan. So for him to step down in 2020 because of health issues, some people said it was other reasons and he was really running away. I don't know. It's alleged. And then for him to not have the title and then have this tragedy happen, it's just like, why would this 41-year-old man decide now, after all these years, that he's gonna go and play arts and crafts and create a homemade gun, and then make the gun, and decide now that he's going to have Abe exit this world? There are many people that are still trying to understand all of this. The funeral has happened. It was such a tranquil and peaceful funeral, and many people went to just honor this man. Many people around the world have been talking about this. I mean, everybody and their mother and the mother's sister knew about this. My mother knew about this before I even actually really dug into it. And she was like, you know, the former prime minister got shot. And I was like, what? So it's just something that's so unfortunate, because the reason for his death is so trivial. It's something that there wasn't a whole lot of information about this, but it has come out that this man was mad at Abe because apparently his family had ties to this religious group that the murderer's mother was tied to. So he comes from a family that actually had a company, and his father started this company, and then eventually he passed away. So the mother had to take over the company. And she had joined this religious group, and the religious group basically seduced and coerced her into giving money and more money and more money, and their company fell through. And this guy, he held that grudge, because he was saying that, you know what, Abe's grandfather, great-great-grandfather supported this group. And let me tell you, there's no evidence really of this. But he decided, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make this rickety gun. And the gun didn't look like it would fire even one bullet. It looked like it's something that a little kid would make that they just playing around and that, you know, you run with it and shake it and it fall apart. No. He actually went on YouTube and created this gun that left everybody in horror, because Japan does not have problems like this. It's very rare. They have very strict gun laws. The police don't even carry guns. They have batons. So you can imagine how everybody felt when all this smoke from this homemade gun starts pouring into the square, and next thing you know, they see Abe on the ground. And that's why it took the authorities and the cops so long to manhandle and tackle this man, because everybody was like frozen. It happened so fast. And then people just like, you know, they really were trying to process it all. Just like my camera's trying to process this lighting right now. The lighting went away, but it doesn't make any sense. And he didn't try to get this man when he served 8 years as prime minister, but he wants to get him now. Why? Why now? You know, it's kind of like a person that sits and they talk about someone and they talk about someone and they're like, I don't like that person. And you're like, well, you telling me about how you don't like them, how they done you wrong and said this to you. You need to go talk to that person. I'm not saying you need to approach them aggressively, but you need to go, you know, say something to them. And it's like, it took him forever to finally go and I guess approach him. Nobody thought that he would end this man's life though. And it's sad. He has a family. I'm not sure about children or his wife or anything like that, but it's sad that this man, he leaves behind a legacy, because he's done a lot. Many people all around the world are saying condolences to this man. And the things that are happening on social media with certain countries and certain people making fun of him, you all gotta be careful, because disgusting actions like that, I don't care if you like Japan, you like the man, if he is the evilest person in the world, really, you don't wish stuff like this on people, because that stuff, it comes back around on you in another shape or form. And I'm very careful the actions I put out in this world, because you never know. You never know what situation you're gonna be in. So you guys, this is a lot to think about. The funeral was beautiful. This man's legacy was beautiful. Japan is beautiful. Follow me on social media, mostly my Instagram, also a blog on East Asian Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real, and I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching. Send condolences. Keep the Abe family in your prayers. Pray for Japan.